Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Yes, Big Cat, you will never see a U-Haul behind the hearse. Haven't seen it, didn't want to see it, because you can't take nothing with you. The only thing you must leave behind is what? Your reputation, the one you built from your own character, not from a bottom feeder's assessment and skulldugger's narrative of your life. I told you, Big Cat, we are going to our graves empty, having lived the best life we can. Why? Because it's our go-to move. We live in the North Node. Don't you know? Pinkies up. Yes, Big Cat. Let's dive in. No, we're going to pray first? Yes, we're going to pray. Father God, grant me the courage to change the things I can change, the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. So be it mode. Energy. Up, 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 darling dears. Up, up, up. The planetary energies today is Neptune, Jupiter conjunction makes this the most energetically potent time of the year. Yes, baby, we've got a full-on conjunction. And for those of you at the back that don't know what a conjunction is, it's what? It's a new beginning, darling dear. And you can either have it easy or you can make it hard. The choice is yours. The last time this energy occurred was in the 1800s. None of us was here. No, we don't know anybody that was here around those times. No. And it won't occur again for another century, which means that it's a pivotal time to manifest your dreams, darling dears. This once-in-a-lifetime energy allows you to shift your spiritual views and beliefs and the way you feel about situations and other people. You will be drawn to take a leap of faith based on your intuition. If you're longing to connect with someone, this is an ideal time for romance. I told you yesterday, the planetary energies was giving you the energy to give away your heart chakra, blood. Just give away. Well, if you're still on that path of seeking romance, today is another opportunity. Why? You have the energy of Neptune and Jupiter, darling dears. Right, before you get lost in the watery energies, the Sun and Saturn share a harmonious connection tonight, which enables you to feel a little more grounded. The watery vibe of Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces can make you feel like you want to avoid your obligations, darling dears. Saturn is here to remind you, you better watch your step, blood, because Saturn comes with the rules and regulations, Scotty. And Saturn, don't forget, why? Saturn is the master of time. And it's telling you, you better make sure you finish those obligations. Don't abandon them, because the rules and the regulations will give it to you without the Vaseline, darling dears. You'll be sorry, blood. Sorry, crying. And dull of eye if you don't pay attention. Because you see, darling dears, Neptune is all about your imagination, your dreams, as well as disillusionment of the cranium, darling dears. And Jupiter is about expansion. So if you're feeling low or not having any direction, guess what? Jupiter's here to buff it up a bit, right? And put you right in the pits of hell. Jupiter is about optimism as well as opportunity. But never you forget the expansion of whatever emotions you are putting out there into the atmosphere today, darling dears. Very important to pay attention, because today, the energies of today, where your focus goes, it will grow. This is a day of all the other days I come here. Today, you better hold your gangster blood. Make sure that what you are calling in is what you truly want. And better yet, what you truly deserve. Because this is not the time to get your wants and your needs confused. Where's my ring, blood? Oh, hey, Lord have mercy. I just saw all these naked fingers traveling across the screen. Love this. Got it from my progeny for a Mother's Day. They got it from Pandora, so if you want to pick it up, it's up to you. Anyhow, yes, baby, we're going to dive right in. Push on at a hot trot. Going to lead with the dominoes. Haven't used these in a long time. I'm going to draw two. Okay. Okay. Darling dears, we have a double one and we have a 6-4. So this goes to a 12, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. Right? You're about to meet someone who is going to introduce you to a new way of life. It could be a sport or a hobby, but this is somebody of value. And also the number 12, darling dear, brings into what? The 12th house, where we have hidden enemies. The 12th house is ruled by Neptune, darling dears. And it also speaks about what? Karmic debt. Somebody may be what? Helping you what? Release yourself from some form of karmic debt today. This is about what? Surpassing limitations. It also speaks about solitude, darling dear. Oh, I just had a big smack across my... Somebody's crying today. Are you sad, darling dear? You better rub them bitches in, mate. Right? I told you it's the best skin tightener this side of the universe. Because you can't be crying over a bottom feed. Are you crying because you're too beautiful? Are you crying because you're too abundant? Those are the reasons to cry tears, darling dear. Happy tears of success. The energy, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. The energy of the double one is about you what? Reuniting with someone from the past. Good God, I just heard thunder and lightning, winds blowing, doors slamming, and a baby crying. I tell you, when I get the messages, this is why I'm always laughing, darling dears, because the way they give it to me, sometimes I'm just not going to tell you what they said, because I'm telling you, they just get into the bottom of the pot. And I did what? Liz, there's no one to check me, boo. The energy, darling dears, of the 6-4 is about what? An unexpected change, right? In your prosperity, your status. And it also speaks about out and out good fortune all the way around. So you do have a meeting, darling dears. It could be from someone from the past. It may even be a frenemy, a front stabber, darling dears, a front tabber. The 12th house also speaks about your intuition, darling dears. Pay attention to who's coming towards you, because even though it may be an enemy, they have something to give you, right? That is going to further your what? North-noded nest blood, fist bump. I told you, we are what? Acting like Buddha in this season. We are quick to listen and slow to speak. Oh, look at this. This was put amongst them by mistake. If you remember the angel wing from yesterday and the dolphin's tail. An angel, when you see an angel come up, darling dears, this speaks about good news. And it also speaks about good news relating to love. So it's still on the love matters, right? And we also have the dolphin's tail. This is about what? Somebody who's intelligent. Someone who's on your level. Someone that matches your gangster. Nothing is by mistake, darling dears. You heard the message. It's important to use a strategy that works for you, darling dear. Might be a tight fit for someone else, but you are the most important component in this particular tale. We have Jera, darling dears, the Wheel of Fortune. It also brings in what? The energy of a 10, which also breaks down the energy of the sun. This speaks about the ending of a cycle. Full on transformation. Somebody's transformed themselves in such a way that they've surpassed their wildest dreams. This is also the energy of the double one on the dominoes, darling dear. A past person has seen you boss up. Good God. Well, they're always IF-ing what you've got going on. And for sure, they're mouth breathing. Gerard, the Wheel of Fortune, represented by the letter J. It also represents the number 40, 41, 42, and 43. This speaks about a season of happiness. Jerry usually represents 1 year. A year in building yourself back up. Or this is the best year you've had since you released yourself from what? Extenuating circumstances, blood. Yeah. We've got to laugh about that. You couldn't laugh at the time. And the person who's crying today, cheer up, darling dears. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the energy to begin again. Especially if you've got your birth natal chart. I'm going to sing it till you're tired of it. And you've got it and understand it. The Wheel of Fortune. This also speaks about something unexpected and spontaneous. This also speaks about what? A karmic relationship. Someone from the past would like to reconnect with you, darling dears. Ordinarily, I would tell you Easter Island and Stevie Wonder, but you have to hear them out. This is not for tongue wrestling, darling dear. It's not to get your point across. Why? Because you've already forgiven them, darling dears. Something they're going to say to you is going to make you realize how much you've grown and what you're not going back for, blood, brah, or sis dream. Some of you are saying, but Case, I don't care. Listen, this is the energy of the conjunction between Neptune and Jupiter. Some of you need that pat on the back from someone who tried to put you under other worth. A thumber. And it's not taking congratulations from them, darling dears. You have to what? End the cycle, the Wheel of Fortune, in order for a new one to begin. One where there is no doubt in your steps. Love it. This is talking about a service, being in service. The best service you could ever have, darling, is when you what? Consort with the divine, Father, God, Mother Isis, your ancestors, your way showers and spiritual guides. Right, let's see the energy around. I'm going to use the Distant Traveler today. Do we have the book? Oh my gosh, I was so told off the other day when I used the Angels and Ancestors and I didn't read out both cards. Good God. I was beaten about my eye chakra. So I'll read both out. Well, no problem. So think very deeply what message is for you. Card 1 or card 2. I'm going to read them both out. Let's wait this deck up. Not ramping blood. This speaks about what? Passions and your pleasure and vast vistas. Again, the Jupiter and Neptune energy. Thinking outside the box and living outside the box. You was built to be what? A game changer, darling dears. This also speaks about fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it also brings to mind what Bob Marley said. Some people just get wet in the rain while others dance. Well, guess what? You're a dancing cat today, my dear big cat. We see a harvest moon in the background, harvesting what you truly deserve. A full moon also speaks about what? Your wishes, right? Whatever wishes and intentions you set on past moons when you didn't have the strength to climb out of the box, darling dear. You're about to be granted those wishes. This is why I tell you, be careful what you focus on because it grows. I'm going to read card 1, passion and pleasure first. It's on page 85. We have the energy of the Strength card, Leo. This is about you, what? Being spiritually guided. This also speaks about your instinct care for others. You also have the 5, bringing in the Hierophant. This also speaks about somebody's moving to a what? A position of strength. This speaks about, we already saw the change in status from the 6-4. You're getting an upgrade from the today forward, darling dears. A promotion in your work, your community, wherever you are. You're about to what? Big up yourself, blood. Yes. Fist bump. Love it. 8 and a 5. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Find joy in the moment, no matter what is occurring in your life. If you simply focus on what is splendid, wonderful, and pleasurable. Oh, love that. Hey, hey. Right? In the moment, everything improves. Live deliciously. Love often and live fully. Cherish your friendships. Fill your life with people, experiences, and places that give you delight and joy. Let go of those people and things that don't appreciate or empower you. Give yourself permission to be happy. The Scar Traveler wants you to know, when the traveler meets a band of gypsies, the traveler stops to dance in the early morning hours. Sometimes we get caught up with wondering what's around the next bend and worry about our current challenges that we forget to focus on what's great in the moment. You're not meant to simply work hard and be diligent and practical. Embrace pleasure wherever you can. Allow your senses to be satisfied. Find and explore the beauty around you. You don't need to suffer to grow. You can grow spiritually by leaps and bounds through joy. Dance, eat well, drink well, share joy wherever you can. For you to screenshot those that pick card number 1 and read at your leisure. Right next to it is saying that you are being protected by your ancestral team, darling dear. Angels, way showers, dispatched by the Most High, no less. We also have what? Vast vistas. This is on page 115. This goes to an 11. Libra energy, justice, darling dear. Somebody's going to have a win in some kind of a legal field. It could be you gaining your certification, your certificate, right? It also speaks about what? Getting justice in a situation where there was injustice. This also speaks about a season of resolutions. And again, we have the 5, the energy of Taurus, the Hierophant, right? Being in a position of power, darling dear, standing in your spirituality. The Justice card also speaks about the releasing from a long-term partnership. Expand your horizons. Expand your horizons. See the world around you in new ways. This is not a time to think small. It's an exciting time for you. You may find travel or new adventures in your future. Think outside the box. Ideas and projects that you've been contemplating are now moving towards manifestation. Unconventional relationships may flourish. Take time to nurture your dreams, for big changes are ahead. The Scar Traveler wants you to know, as the traveler steps out of the woods, the pathway winds up to a high point with a vast vista. The traveler can see all directions and knows all things are possible. New and wondrous paths are ahead. The traveler can choose any direction to journey. Get ready for a joyous, expansive sojourn. Take deep and full breaths. Each breath affirms that you're in an expansive phase of your life. You just screenshot and read at your leisure. And next to that you have what? View from the above. You need to take what? Start looking at things in a third party, darling dear. Don't mix my words. Sometimes you have to stand out side of what's going on around you, darling dears. And think of it from a what? Non-attached mode, darling dear. This is where you can get to the logics of a situation. Get to the bottom of it, because I said you are the common denominator in everything. Whether you want to be there or not, you still are. And until you see things from a higher perspective, as I've always told you, darling dears, until you learn to what? Drop down and get your ego on, you're going to be stuck, blood. And you're going to be pulled about like taffy by someone looks like a hood alfalfa. Listen, I haven't finished with that yet. Base of the deck, fogged in. Go slow, take your time. When you have what? A full understanding of what's going on, darling dear, you don't leap into situations. Why? You've planned out every eventuality. This also brings to me to mind what the Six of Swords. It speaks about coming out of mental confusion, moving in a direction of choice, darling dear. But fogged in also speaks about moving in silence, keeping a what? Button on it, packing it in, keeping a lid on what you are co-creating. When you see buildings, it speaks about success. Could be success in the home or business. I told you, you're having a status change today, darling dears. Whether you already or not, you called it in. This is tip-top manifestation mode, as noted by Jera, the Wheel of Fortune. Change, darling dear. Change and transformation. However, someone from the past is coming through. And this goes to a 10, darling dear. You've got 2 10s. It's about breakthrough. Some of you need this closure, right? And some of them are going to tell, some of you are going to realize how much you've broken away and made a breakthrough as you continue to evolve away from those low vibing natures or whatever hamster wheel they're on. There is so much intel on the tableau for you today, darling dears. Pay attention. Let's get a deck. Base of your deck, what did I say? Knight of Cups. This is somebody coming to offer something to you. It could be an apology. The Knight of Cups is represented by air as well as water energy, darling dears. This is also about someone wanting to take the initiative in a love situation. It also speaks about invitations and surprising new situations, darling dears. This is a positive message, and it also speaks about somebody that would love to sweep someone off their feet. This also speaks about what? Someone who is extremely charming, possibly being invited on a date, darling dear. It also speaks about what? Love at first sight. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth. Roof. Pinkies up, darling dear. Somebody's going to get the love at the first sight. Let's give it a good shufty. Wake up the deck. Let's see who's in the comments. I didn't even check. Let's see if it'll bring it up. Because you know the mechanicals can get skullduggerous sometimes. Namaste, Madam Michelle. Fist bump. Glad you could pop in there on your busy day of co-creating whatever the hell you want. Right? This thing, look, listen. It's still doing it again, darling dears. No thanks. Right. Here we go. Now I've got it. Ange Taylor first in the chat. Big Cat Wave. CB Wagwan. You good. Big up yourself. Roxanne Parker. Elizabeth Williams. Alexis Holmes. I was so busy yesterday. I had so many readings to do. I didn't get to the postmaster. But you will be in the recipient. I'm going out today, guys. So tell the world to be prepared. Big Cat is on the move. Hey, hey! I'm going to post it to you today, Alexis Holmes. I haven't forgotten. Who else is there? Tikva. Tikva, what's that? Hello, darling dear. Big Cat, wave. New face in this place. Red Violet Crystals. Jojo Ray Ray. Hello. Pinky's up. Who else is here? Elise Little. Awaken. Hi. Hi. And oh, Crystal Riches, I see you there. Skeet Skeet. Big up all of my moderators. Lynn Hampton, what's going on? Ryan. Hello, Ryan. Big Cat wave. Susie Spicy Pisces. Can always do with your fire, darling dear. You know what's going on. And anyone else? Oh, Narc Vanquisher, Emmy Jones, you're all coming through quick. Carol Mustika. And what? A full-on namaste to anyone else who I haven't mentioned, because you know I can be such a chatty cat, and time is of the essence, because it's time for you to get great today, darling dears, after the messages, after we've had our tate-to-tate. The theme of this reading, darling dears, we've got the Five of Wands. This speaks about change brought on through conflict, darling dears. It also speaks about some kind of tense time. Somebody's also going to be taking a flight today. Bon voyage. But guess what? There is conflict at your back. This also speaks about someone wanting it, tongue wrestling. Somebody's fighting for dominion in a relationship. It don't look good for them, darling dears. Because someone wants to change the status. We already saw the energy of the Libra. Yes. Knight of Swords. This is somebody that's rushing head on into tongue wrestling today, darling dears. Arguing, fighting, all of the above. Why? Because they're heartbroken, darling dear. Their heart chakra has been shattered. And they believe you to be the culprit, possibly not putting up with what they had in their cup. This also speaks about new social contacts, socializing, darling dear. Some of you are going to be feeling a little apprehensive and nervous with meeting new social contacts, darling dears. But there's two dragons. Well, it's all dragons in this picture. Dragons speak about sudden change as well as new beginnings. You've got to go with the new, noticing the solar plexus, darling dear. Courage. Fake it till you make it. If it's a new social situation that's coming through today for you. But somebody definitely wants to argue with you, or not necessarily. If they're coming to argue, they're coming to the wrong domicile, because you have your intellect. This is the Knight of Swords, for goodness sakes. This is somebody who has the intel before they get into a fight. You don't scrap, darling dear. You lead with what? Your intel, your info, the recon you've done. This is a past situation that is going to arise today, darling dears. You're going to feel conflicted, whether or not to engage, but I told you already. Something must be heard by a big cat today. You heard it, Skate? Small injury. A small injury. What kind of injury is small? Right? Because I just heard a whole list just go brrrr. It was a Rolodex of fucking these, blood. Your theme today. Moving quickly towards a situation where there may be conflict, competition, but it's going to bring gift you with the change, darling dear. Possibly being able to cut a link and a tie. The past. Oh, in and out energy. We call them dick dealers, mattress backs, tree sloth, in and out energy. This person was charming, but they're a knight. Two knights speak about disagreements. This person was argumentative, darling dear. They love to give it to you in the cranium, and possibly even a two-piece. You see tongue wrestling, possibly even tussling, darling dears. This person thinks a lot about themselves, self-indulgent. Always, how can I put it? All the energies they always wanted all eyes on them. This person loved the attention of others and had the gift of the gab, as well as the skullduggerous panani of a Tom. It was a lot, darling dears. If this is a friend, a past friend, this person was always in the thick of it when there was what? Confusion, darling dear. Confusion. And they was quick to go in to bring what? Heartbreaking things. This is someone who told your intimate secrets. Base of the deck. Well, guess what? They're getting it out with the Vaseline, darling. This past energy is going through karma. It knows their address in thigh-high red leather boots, no less. The judgment represented by fire, water, and Pluto energy. In the past, you had a great opportunity to remove yourself from a situation, in and out energy that was not there to what? Buoy you up, lift you up. This was someone that was self-serving. It also speaks about what? The forgiving of a partner and possibly the renewal of a friendship with this past person. Boy, I don't know what kind of friendship that's going to be, blood. Started to get the hives on the neck. Well, I'm just telling you the messages. Well, what's currently going on now? Give us the now. Oh, current energy. Listen, it did a full forward roll, darling dear. Right? The cards are not having it. Ace of Peas, right? This person or persons are greedy and they lack the foresight and they're feeling the loss of you. It also speaks about a loss of finances. Brock pocketers, buddy, have you got a dime? Present energy. It also speaks about their health. Their health is on a downturn, darling dears. Yes. Pentacles represents Capricorn, so it could be something to do with their knees and their bones, right? Taurus is about your neck, right, and your throat. Yeah. Something wrong with their throat. Been too much deep. Listen, me not say it, and they nearly made me slip it out. I'm not saying it. Don't talk about that, right? And the Virgo, it's about what? Your bowels. Something's up wrong with their bowels. Good God. Have they got a loose pooper shooter? Or it could speak about what? Present energy, feeling nervous about approaching you because you possibly left on bad terms. It wasn't a healthy situation to start. You was dealing with in and out energy. That thunk, that they could always rush into another situation. This is somebody who had the what? Doppelganger syndrome. They got themselves an Agent Smith affiliate that has turned around their finances, the way that they look in life. Oh my gosh, it looks like present energy is looking for a life raft, a helpmate, a captain saver harlot. Wow. This is not a good situation. This is also my ring bearing card. If it was a marriage, this was a marriage based in confusion. This person is under karma. This past energy is under karma. Clarify. Okay, listen. The cards ain't ramping, blood. Hey, you've got the Hierophant, the King of Wands with the unsatisfied eyes, still touching himself, mate. The Pentacles and a passionate new beginning. Everything is lining up with what the Dominoes just said. Your present energy, darling dears. The King of Wands is somebody who's charming. Let's read it. Let's read it in the upright, darling dears. This is someone who's charming, a natural born leader, somebody who is spiritually clued on. This goes to the Two of Wands. This is about you, what? Taking active moves towards your wants and your goals. And it also speaks about being spiritually guided. Again, it speaks about a promotion. Somebody's about to be promoted in whatever field of work they chose, darling dear. Your present energy is looking fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. This is about you being intuitively guided to focus, darling dear. And can we not see the bottle of the what? Green envious ones? The jealous ones? Yeah, I told you the mouth breathers are always going to be there. You are extremely creative, darling dear. Divine is also here to remind you not to what? Get caught up in what? Your imagination. This is about you what? Working things out. We already saw the drop down and get your eagle on. It's also a reminder for you to what? Not get too caught up in what you bring to the table. Your work ethic alone is speaking for itself. This is a new spiritual practice. It could be a new business. This could be someone who is a teacher, darling dear. You're being promoted. Blessing upon blessing upon blessing. A transformation, darling dear. This is why these past person or people are feeling sick to them stomach. They get no S, it's a stomach. Because when they was stabbing you again, blood, it had no S. You had to be trong. That's, listen, no S, blood, trong. You had to be trong. And all of your efforts are about to be paid off. This is present energy. Someone sees you as what? A red light, green light champion. As am I, of 79. Pinkies up. This is about what? Your craftsmanship, your work. Some of you are natural born speakers. Present energy divine is telling you to step up to the plate, right? Because all of your passions and your dreams are about to be what? Answered. A new beginning. Using your creative skills, darling dears. This is what's going to bring all of the what? Recognition and rewards. Three of Pentacles is also what? A new love. A true love. Some of you will be getting involved with somebody who is Aries, and he said March. Freudian slip, that means something to someone, right? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the Hierophant speaks about what? It going the long term. It will be a very, very passionate meeting of minds, body and soul, darling dear. Whomsoever you're going to meet, right? That's going to be the ring bearer in your life. It's not going to be like what you had before. This is equal give and take. Teamwork. Present energy. Absolutely love it. Cards are telling on everything today. What do we need to know about the future position? The future position. You are not going to be taking a U-Haul to the grave, darling dear. And you sure as she's naive ain't hitching up a U-Haul, right? To any hearse, right? This speaks about Cancer energy, success. Whatever you've been working towards, darling dear. This is about moving forward at a hot trot. Whatever you've been focusing on, it's coming towards you, right? It's where intention and effort meet rewards. Love it. And it also speaks about war. Somebody still wants the tongue wrestling and the fighting. Could be a naysayer of old. I told you, they're watching everything. Can't you see the dull yellow for the envious mouth-breathing ones? Yeah. But this person or people are being put under manners by the Most High, darling. They are touch not the anointed.
What is a person's knowledge and experience actually worth?
Did you hear that? What is your knowledge and experience actually worth, darling dear? This is about you putting a figure on what you truly deserve. Because it surely will be granted unto you. This also speaks about you having put a lot of past effort into a situation. A situation, you may even have married this tyrant, right? But it was a situation based on what? SEX, darling dear. As long as they was getting it, this person was all in. But as soon as situations turned around, this is something that affected your mental health. It affected your self-confidence, how you saw yourself in the world. It affected your ability to build or rebuild. But karma knows their address, darling dear. Again, the Hierophant reminds us that we can only call judgment once you forgive, darling dear. Keep forgiving this person. Your future energy, we have the Chariot and Chariot. Let's clarify it a little bit more. Clarify the Chariot. This is about winning rewards, accolades, and success. Thank you. It's only justice, darling dear. This is also about truth, darling dear. Bringing balance back into your life. Justice, Libra energy is represented by the liver. Somebody's putting down the cup. He was in your cup. Stop that drinking, darling dear. This is a season of resolution. You've got to let it go, darling dear. Stop giving yourself the cognitive dissonance. This is a time when you bring balance back into your life. We're looking at what? The sacral chakra. It could be the root chakra because the color's a bit squiffy. But either or either, the root chakra, this is your base of everything, your foundation. You're going to get justice, possibly in a legal situation. Present energy with a Cancer. Major Arcana on Major Arcana. This is about being divinely guided. This is also about you having the sword of truth, clarity, darling dears, in a legal situation. Somebody's coming towards you very quickly in the present energy to try and deliver some kind of truth to you. Possibly their truth and not yours, because you are sitting in the upright, in the seat of justice. Justified. I'm getting the air of violation, feeling threatened, and uselessness. Course of action you should take. Use your intuition at all times, darling dear. Right? Keep your secrets to yourself. Continue to work like a field hand because you have success. This is also what being dedicated. There's an open book. Some of you are writing books about the mysteries of life. Continue to write because your fortune is favored in that direction. This is also about you keeping your own counsel, not telling everybody about your next move, moving in silencio. If somebody is from the past is coming with information, something that is trying to free them from this mental mayhem that they find themselves in, darling dear. They're going to want you to share some kind of information about what you've got going on with them. You better shut up, blood. Tell them nothing. Just listen. I'm telling you, be like Buddha. Be like Buddha. Some of you is going to find it very hard because this person, they really gave it to you without the Vaseline. But then again, this is Major Arcana, darling dears. This is about you having gone within. This is where you got the intel to push forward with any ideas that you had for your new beginning. 8 of Pentacles in the upright, I might add. It also speaks about you being committed to a new direction. The actions you take, darling dear, whatever path you find yourself on now, you must keep going. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, no time to look back or bring anybody from the past into your present. There's a difference between hearing someone out and giving them the key to your kingdom and the password to your psychologicals, mate. No, don't allow it. Some are seeing you as a mystery, darling dear. They don't understand how you was able to bend the matrix, reach whatever success, accolades that's been pouring into your hemisphere, not knowing that you are chosen of your lineage. And you are big cat, Ibex to the core. Somebody's also crying over your success, over the actions that you took in silence as you got justice. This also speaks about somebody wanting to rush back in, having found themselves in a situation where they're headed into more problems and troubles. Lots of arguments, lots of fighting, low vibing energies. this was a marriage situation, darling dear, or a long-term partnership, this person is wanting one more round, Julie. No, they want one more round, Julie, with your hairline. This person is sorry, mate. A lot of bad luck, bad vibes. Got involved with those that have the bad credit, right? At the spiritual bank in Keitha. This is somebody who was sexually guided to a situation that brought that what? They lost a lot of money in that situation. This also speaks about this person is in some kind of debt. They realize it and they feel as though you can be the only savior in the situation. You're not saving no one, darling dears. In court, everybody gets to have their say. Let them say what they want to say, darling dears. This is a test of your strength and character. Never you forget law 40 of the 48 laws of power. No free lunch. They don't get a chance for one more round, Julie, on your merry-go-round. After you've overcome so much things from conflicting, because their actions always conflicted the words that they brought in. They rushed in with words, darling dears. Romance on their tongue, possibly bearing a ring, but it was scuppered. This person or people would love to rush back towards you if it was a frenemy. If this is a work situation, they would like to keep you in that situation. Keep you in the pocketed status, feeling lack. Possibly Neptune and Jupiter is encouraging you, darling dear, to take the leap. Take the leap. You've got one life on this Malkuth. And how you choose to live it is how you live it. And don't you ever forget, you can't take a U-Haul with you to the grave, darling dear. Outside influences. You've got a King of Cups. The King of Hearts. Oh. Somebody's going for the romance card today. Somebody manifested a King of Cups. This is the protector and provider. Somebody who is slow to speak, but quick to listen. This is someone who is self-made, over the age of 35, darling dear. What did I say? You're getting the cup, darling dear. This also speaks about what? Two of Cups. This goes to whatever you manifested, darling dear. You was gifted with those badass alchemist ways. This is Mercury as well as air energy, right? This is number one. You mastered your emotions in a situation. My streams out of the Ace of Cups always brings to mind multiple streams of income. Somebody's manifested a new way, a new line of income by dealing with emotions. You could be a counselor, a psychologist. You could even be a reader, darling dear. But whatever you did that shit. This also, again, as I said, it speaks about manifesting because of your creativity. The King of Cups also speaks about what protector and provider, and it also comes with the Jelly Bogeli. Someone is jealous of what you've actually manifested in your life, and it could just be the manifestation of what? Self-love, self-care, and self-worth. What you are seeking, Two of Cups, is seeking you. Wow. And I told you, it's a day for a surprise, mate. A surprise meeting. No, listen, don't go out your house looking like Quasimodo. And I'm not telling you to go and beat your face with the Mac. I'm just telling you, you've got to... Anyway, like I said, I can't be there when you cross this particular road. It's a choice you will have to make. Someone's jealous of this energy. Let's get another card. Bottom feeder, tell us everything. Look, of the benefits that you've co-created in the name of Father God, Mother Isis, right? And it also speaks about if this is a love situation, right? It's not a trap. It's not bondage, right? And it's sure as she's naive, ain't prison in the reverse. Did you hear that? Your manifesto, the perfect combination, darling dears. Everything is a sign in the readings. What else about the Jellybird Gelly? The mouth breathers from the nosebleed section, right? Whomsoever broke your heart. This King of Cups is supposed to be a protector. Who broke your heart, darling dear? They see that you've healed. This also speaks about what? Moving away from betrayal, or being able to what? Pick the betrayal at the post. Be aware of all around you, all incoming intel today. My big cat, my dear, dear big cat. Someone seeing that you've healed. They're not finding it fabulous. This is descendant, cooperation. You change the tone direction of a close relationship. Yes, what did I say? Going back to the Latin, guys, it's ipso facto. By the fact in itself that you actually changed, healed from a heartbreak, and are still manifesting, right? Got your emotions on track, darling dear. No confusion, right? Again, you get the Chariot energy. This King of Cups is coming in towards you. They can feel it in the air. This is possibly why this past dealing mattress back in tree sloth would like what? One more round, Julie, with your hairline. And the fact that you're an empath. This is you lead with your emotions, not even your emotions, you read other emotions, you read the energy of a room, darling dear. Read the energy of all that approach you. You will feel it in your solar plexus, in your tummy. You'll feel it. For those of you that's been pregnant, you know what that feeling is. It's like the butterfly move of when the baby first moves. But if you can feel it, it's like a turning, but it's going like the clock face, clockwise. You'll feel it, darling dears. Read the emotions. You've been upgraded, darling dear, to master manifester. You have the badass alchemist ways. Somebody seeing you change direction and they want you to have compassion for them. Somebody who took you through war, who you had to heal. Somebody who tried to trap you in a prison, right, of lack and bondage. And they're a freeloader, blood. If that don't make you what? Strengthen your perimeters, I don't know what will. They're a freeloader. This is why you have to listen to what they're saying, darling dears. Listen. And you can't listen to a marauder if you're in a place of unforgiveness. Know this, big cat. Right. Let's move on. Where's the cards? Oh, here they are. Any hopes and fears? What do we have at the hopes and fears? Using your intuition, right? Because someone wants you to be like this. They want you to be depressed. They want you anxious. They want you with the PTSD. This also speaks about under the... What moon is this? This is waxing gibbonous moon. Somebody's going to try some spell castation to stop you in your tracks, darling dear. It could be malicious words. Swords also speak about writing. This is also a lot of negative emotions, bad energy, bad juju, an unfaithful friend, a disloyal lover, family members that are what? Regaled to relics, just like the pyramids, darling dear. Under the next, what? Waxing gibbonous moon, darling dear. This is when you need to be praying for yourself, protecting yourself, claiming dominion over yourself. Check out the moon cycles, darling dears. See when the next waxing gibbonous moon is. The waxing gibbonous moon is before, it comes before a full moon. We've just had a new moon in Aries, right? Okay. Oh man, we need to talk about this spellcaster. This person that wants to cast aspersion wants you what? In a sick bed, sick in your cranium, right? Barking at passing cars with no direction. This person wants you to still be in pain. This is bad energy that's being directed at you, right? Trying to block all of your hopes and your wishes, right? And bring the fear, right? They want to scare the bejesus out of you. right? STD or something to do, darling dear. Has something to do. And you're like, what the F? Oh, so it's someone, right? Don't care if you're doing good, just not better than them. WTF, right? It's about the knowledge, the spiritual knowledge that you have. And I told you, knowledge is power. And power is power, right? And you need to investigate that energy, right? You need to find exactly who this person that is directing all of this negative energy towards you. And how? You've got a pendulum. You've got your tarot cards. You've got your rune stones. Make sure that you're in a calm space when you ask your higher self. Nothing more except for this one here. Yeah. We've got a mature mother, right? A woman, empress, and we've got divine feminine. Somebody wants to take down your energies, darling dears. And it could possibly be female energy. It could be a Mitch bitch or bitch Mitch. I told you, gender is fluid in tarot. Let's go to the final outcome. Where are we? We're at the 56 already. Final outcome. What you are seeking is seeking you. We already saw this with the King of Cups. This is about you investing in a new situation or possibly even invested in yourself. This is also about you what? Reaping what you sowed. So as I said, darling dears, pay attention to where you direct your emotions, what kind of emotions you're feeling today. Because Jupiter is here in the background going to expand that Shiznai E. And this, what once in a lifetime conjunction between Neptune and Jupiter, right, is a once in a lifetime thing. What do you want going forward? This is a time when you take the time to sit and think. It also speaks about what? Somebody is all at hockey sticks at dawn, about you reaping the benefits of your hard works. The Five of Cups speaks about what? Guilt and shame. Yeah, bad juju for sure. But looking at this is about you turning your back from that said energy. The emotions, darling dear. If you have to hear somebody out, don't involve your emotionals. If you're involving your emotionals, it means you haven't forgiven them, darling dear. That means you can still be pulled about like taffy by fresh shit shining in the sunlight. Good God. Thank you. Yeah. Lot's wife, darling dear. Someone's feeling like Lot's wife. Somebody who what? Turned back to something that they should have let go. 10 is about ending a cycle, a new beginning. We've got Pluto, right? It speaks about transformation, your evolution, right? Your shadow work and the death and the rebirth of you. Some of you have transformed yourself from Lot's wife, from being Salt Bay into what? Abundance Bay, right? Call your ancestors at any time. They're your security, darling dears. You need to always know that you have backative so that you can continue to what? Pee glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows. You've got the sun energy. This is about the self, your vitality, right? And your sense of purpose. Putting yourself first. You have an offer on the table, darling dear. We have the energy of the lovers as well as the Empress of lovers, Gemini energy, Empress Earth, and Venus energy goes to a 9. You've been isolated for some time. While you was going through the DNS, had to look over my shoulder. You're gonna consider this offer because you've bossed up in your emotions. Take the time to investigate, darling dear. And if you are about to give away your heart chakra, give it away with full knowledge of what's going on. That you haven't got an Agent Smith affiliate, right? Trying to what? Have one more round, Julie, with your hairline. Pay attention, darling dears. Base of the deck. From the ashes, baby. And on that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or come back here Thank you very much for your continued support of me and this channel, your donations, your bookings, your super chats, and sometimes just to watch and encourage the other big cats to get great. Continue to tap into your Ibex, darling dear. And as I said, somebody from the past is looking at your good luck and your good fortunes. And they've got something to tell you, darling dears. And it also speaks about what? You bossing up on a bitch and Mitch. The one that wanted you to take a hearse behind, a U-Haul, right? The U-Haul was filled up of what? Anger, pain, bitterness, lack, confusion to your grave. Bossing up on bitches and Mitches, eh? Pinkies up. And as I always say, don't get smoked and don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Namaste, big cats. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. 163 in the chat. Fist bump.